Okay, so today I'm going to review something slightly different from what I usually talk about. I've reviewed a lot of different types of earbuds in my recent videos, but today I'm going to review these um, clip-on ear thingies. I don't know what exactly they're called. So these are the SoundPeats PearlClip Pros, I think they're called, and they're called clip-on earbuds. So this is something that's kind of like come out in the market in the last year or two, maybe a little bit longer, but I've just kind of been seeing these more and more in the last year or two. So, I mean, I bought the SoundPeats from Amazon. SoundPeats, I guess, is a pretty budget brand. I think these ones cost about $70 or $74 Australian. So they're fairly cheap. I believe Soundcore, Anchor Soundcore have a $200 pair of these, and there's probably other more premium ones as well. But I've never tried these before, so I just wanted to get something cheap. And the main reason I got these is for like occasional TV watching late at night. Usually I use earbuds for that as well, but I just got these to try them out too. Um, they're kind of I guess interesting because they don't you don't put these in your ear. They just kind of like clip onto your ear. So if you look kind of like my camera is not really focusing on this, but like one side here has the little charging prongs, and there's no speaker on this. The speaker is only on this this side of the clip-on. So when you put it in your ear, you put the speaker part just kind of like goes on like that, and it looks kind of weird, but it's overall pretty comfortable. I guess you don't really feel much. You do feel that there's something there, so it's not like they're completely invisible, especially after some time. But they're very light, and they stay planted quite well overall. They don't move around too much, although I haven't tried sleeping on them or anything. So I think if you intend to like rest your head on a sofa cushion, or if you intend to sleep on your pillow with these, that's not really going to work out too well, because once you start pressing on them, it's actually kind of hurts your ear quite a bit, and they become displaced as well. So these are definitely just for like standing up, no helmet on, nothing else around your ear. So you just put them in like that, and you whatever, listen to music or whatever you want to use this for. The sound quality was actually a little bit better than I expected. Like I expected these sort of things to sound terrible in comparison to earbuds, but they're actually pretty good. They give off like good volume, good clarity, good level of bass as well. TV watching and that sort of thing, I have no issues with these as well. I would say they're almost as good as some of the earbuds that I use for Netflix watching and that sort of thing. Although I probably still prefer earbuds. I think the main difference is that these offer no noise isolation whatsoever, because they don't really block any sounds from entering your ear canal. The main purpose for buying these is probably because you actually don't want any sort of like noise isolation. You probably still want to be aware of your environment. Like if you're going to a cafe and ordering or something, you don't need to like enable transparency mode or take these out so you can hear somebody speaking to you, because it's almost as if you're wearing nothing at all. You still have full awareness of your environment. So I guess that's one of the big maybe selling points or advantages of this type of design. Although I think these days you can also get like passive earbuds that open back earbuds, I mean. So you can buy specific earbuds that still sit in your ear, but they actually have like an open design. So there's a vented port that kind of like still lets in external sounds, so you don't get any sort of noise, passive noise isolation either. So I think probably the only other reason that you would want to buy these instead of earbuds is if you just don't like the feeling of having earbuds stuck in your ear. And I know that some people maybe have like some sensory issues, or they just don't like the feeling of having like a earplug or earbud in your ear, and you just can't stand it. If you can't get used to that, then maybe it's worth trying these instead. But I think otherwise, like, would I buy these instead of earbuds? No, just there's no real other advantages, at least that I can think of. If you can think of other things that I'm missing here, please let me know in the comments or otherwise. But like, they're bigger than an earbud. I don't know exactly what the battery life on this is. I think it's about 8 hours or 10 hours. So I think it's pretty comparable with most earbuds that you can buy these days. Comfort wise, yeah, like I said, to me, I don't find earbuds uncomfortable. I do sometimes sleep with an earbud in my ear. You cannot sleep with these in your ear. So I think overall earbuds have better ergonomics or more flexible ergonomics for using them in different ways than these. So I really don't really see much of a reason. Sound quality wise, they're not bad. They do the job. They're fine for music, TV, that sort of thing. But it's probably not going to be the best listening experience either. And especially that again comes to the lack of any sort of like noise isolation, because it doesn't isolate you from the environment. If you're in a very quiet environment, they're going to be great. If you're in a very noisy environment, they're not going to be very good because they're competing with all the other noise. So you're probably going to have to turn up the volume a fair bit to kind of like drown out other noise, and that's probably also not good for your ears either. I guess I expected that there would be a lot more sound leakage. So like if you turn these on and you keep them here, I would expect that because the speaker is not like inserted directly into your ear, it probably has to be a little bit louder. So I would have expected like to be able to hear them from a bigger distance, but I didn't notice too much of that in real life. So I don't think you need to be overly concerned with like other people around you being being annoyed by the music that you have playing, unless you turn them very loud. Like obviously if you turn them up really loud, then that might become an issue. But I think at low to moderate sound levels, I haven't noticed any sort of sound leakage issues. There's not too much else that I'm gonna say about these. I think it's a interesting new product category. I guess for some people they might make a lot of sense if you want to have that awareness of your environment, or if you have some type of issue with not being able to wear earbuds. But I think for everyone else, you're probably better off just getting earbuds. I don't really see any advantages to these.